The news is brought to you by the National Bank of the Virgin Islands, Cyril B. Ramney Tertola Pier Park, NV Salon Spa Nail and Barbershop, the Wellness Center, Medical and Behavioral Health Clinics, Ticely Cross Deliciously Smooth Cider, HOV Medical and Digicel, simply more speed, reliability and entertainment. The Virgin Islands is facing a gun violence crisis, says Mrs. Perline Scatliffe Leonard, a devastating situation facing especially District 7, the district she is pursuing to become its legislative representative.
We continue to fight with the realization that gun violence is escalating and poses long-term consequences for future generations. We must do more to end gun violence in our Virgin Islands because we can no longer bear the news of another one of our precious sons perishing, ultimately on our soil. There is no denying that we are in a gun violence crisis.
She says stronger partnerships are needed among stakeholders.
And we must be more proactive in implementing strategies to target and prevent further gun violence. Gun violence is not an isolated problem because guns do more to the territory than injure or kill its citizens. Think of the domino effect that goes way beyond the families who lost a loved one, the financial impact on the families of the victims, the community at large, and tourism, to name a few. The repercussions that will affect our economy and image are many.
Put down the weapons, she says, as she insists that parents need to do a better job at parenting.
Put your weapons down. Parents, we have an awesome responsibility to help guide and mold our youths. We need to know where our children are hanging out, who are their friends, what they are doing, what they are watching on television, and most of all, to reassure them that we love them. I am concerned about how numb our territory has become regarding gun violence. Personal views and politics must be put aside, and a conscious effort must be made across every community in this territory to speak out against gun violence.
What are her recommendations?
It is time to change the culture of violence and strengthen our policies to stop it. We must take a united stand. This is a territorial effort. We must be proactive, not reactive, in preventing violence in this territory while creating a safer BVI. How do we do this? Recognize that gun violence is critical but preventable with everyone's input. Reduce access to firearms. Enhance community support through the creation of intervention programs, youth employment, etc. We must identify and implement solutions. Law enforcers must continue to build trust by developing relationships with the community. Expand the provision of social, emotional, and mental health support for everyone. And greater community support for families, especially mothers with young children. Private corporations, we need your full support.
In speaking directly to the people of Districts 7 and 8, she had this to say.
We recognize that you have a social corporate responsibility within our territory, and we ask that you join forces with us to address gun violence in this territory. To my people in the 7th District, and by extension the 8th District, we have a big issue on our hands, and it will take a cohesive effort to arrive at an acceptable solution. My heart aches for the youth in these districts. We need our future farmers, engineers, fisher folks, pilots, doctors, farmers, pastors, and the list goes on here with us. Not tucked away in the Greenland Cemetery or other cemeteries. We have heard of students pulling toy guns and adults pulling real guns on each other. And while it may be funny to some, I wish to us all that those situations are an indication of what we can expect soon. This is serious.
Mrs. Scatliffe Leonard is best known as a cultural icon, a strong woman of religious faith in her district and to the territory. She is best known as the Director of Water and Sewage up until her retirement in January of 2023. Today, she is an independent candidate in this year's general elections soon to be called. With this JTV News Update, Kathy Richards.
We know that where you choose to bank matters, and it is your vote on what your funds do in strengthening our community. As your official Bank of Paradise, we invest and support the lifeblood of our economy by helping in the realization of personal goals for homeownership, education, and entrepreneurial visions, which support small businesses. We make it our place to connect with persons and worthy causes, and we have been doing so for more than 30 years. Where your money goes and what your dollars empower are your choice. And we thank you for choosing us, a bank that gives where it matters the most, for you, for our community, and a happier tomorrow. The National Bank of the Virgin Islands.
Everyone looks to the future, but no one truly knows what the future holds.
The number of people under the age of 20 with type 2 diabetes could increase by 49% by 2050. Let it be known that we all have a 30% chance of developing hypertension.
Globally, more than 300 million people of all ages suffer from depression.
More than 60,000 young adults aged 20 to 39 are diagnosed with cancer each year. Obesity leads to problems such as stroke, heart disease, and kidney failure.
No matter your race, age, or color, we are all at risk.
These diseases can be managed or prevented if caught early.
But with the right medicine and the right doctors to keep us on a path to live a robust and healthy life,
we will live well.
There are many ways to enjoy life, like so many ways to count on Popular.
Plug into Digicel Plus and get even more entertainment with Disney Plus included. The best of Disney, Pixar, Marvel, Star Wars, and National Geographic all in one place. Whenever you want, plug into Plus to enjoy Disney Plus and much more with a home fiber bundle. Sign up today. Digicel Plus.